Previously on the EK Civic build series, we put on a nice new Zona rotor turbo, a gigantic intercooler piping, made some ducting, brackets, and AN line? The goal is twofold: to be the first gears and gasoline car into the sub 2-minute lap time around VIR, and maybe more importantly, to be faster than Ben Lynn's turd. We made some good progress, but now we're taking the car to ASM to button everything up and tune the car.
I'm Andy, ASM, and welcome to our new and improved shop. We've got a full Hunter alignment rack now, 3 full lifts. We've got a mobile dyno now instead of our other dyno.
Is that the Grid Life Unlimited Time Attack Evo that we filmed back in like 2018?
Oh yeah, that's right. Just parked it in my garage since then, and that's where it's lived. Fab area stays fab area, engine assembly stays engine assembly area, shock area stays shock area. Like it's all just, we've got plenty of space.
Now, it doesn't run anymore, so you have to push it. What do you think?
I don't know about this thing.
Really?
Hot day with the, hot engine bay.
All right.
This thing just sucks shut and then kind of suffocates your intake. The problem is you don't want the downpipe so close to everything because it's literally just a big torch. You're putting so much heat on the wastegate, and there's a diaphragm in there. And when that diaphragm gets hot, that'll rip. Then you have boost issues. We'll want to move a lot of this stuff, like you don't want to heat up your shock reservoir. So this we need to probably move over here. All wiring should really be moved away. The downpipe still has to run through here.
Right.
So this is all exposed to a lot of heat. We should probably change where the brake line runs. Heat management is probably gonna be your biggest enemy. Everything else looks fine.
All right, you want to push it in?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make that. That's fine.
How you doing, Andy?
This feels too heavy. Turn right.
Since Mark and I have already done most of the work, this should be very quick and straightforward. That is, of course, assuming we did everything right. Hopefully Andy doesn't have us undo some of our work.
I think we need to take the turbo off, figure out some of the plumbing, what oil stuff, see what we have here, what we don't have, what we need to get, and kind of try to create a plan. We're gonna do the radium fuel rail, which is gonna clean up a little bit of things here. It's gonna kind of actually fix a few issues. We're gonna use their direct mount fuel regulator, which is gonna mount right off the fuel rail. That's gonna help save some extra plumbing line. It's also moving the regulator closer to where the injectors are, which should help dampen any harmonics and stuff in the fuel system, keeping the regulators super close to the injectors.
What are you doing standing around? Here, hold this. What are you doing? Put him to work. That's good. You're doing great.
We can show him how to use the coffee maker. That'll keep us productive.
It's easy to stand around and make fun, but we've really got to start getting to work. Dakotta is going to start by making a downpipe. This should be easy.
What are you guys thinking?
Look, Andy told us that it was gonna be easy for you.
That's because Andy doesn't have to do it.
So Ben decided to make the most complicated thing he could ever make in his life. And now I need to make a bunch of pie cuts so I can feed our hot exhaust around all the bits that don't like hot exhaust.
Homemade pie cuts take a lot of time to make, but with the tight radius that we need, they're kind of a necessity. At least they're better than store-bought pie. Ugh, I can see my labor bill going up with each piece that's cut.
we are at day 2 at ASM. Andy's working on something right now, so let's go figure out what's going on. We gotta get this car running today. Come on, what are you doing? Come on.
So we're probably gonna start with trying to button up some of the cooling system stuff.
right.
We need to weld a new outlet on the lower radiator hose to make coolant routing possible to clear this big giant intercooler pipe. We'll try to button up some of the intercooler piping, and hopefully by that time Dakotta should have some of the hot parts done for the turbo. And maybe tomorrow, if everything goes well, we can end up getting it on the dyno and start doing some tuning and find out we're gonna have to do a clutch.
Well, it seems like we got a lot of work to do.
It does, but we've also got, well, 3 people. He's not gonna be much help.
Dakotta got tired of making pie cuts, and now he's moved on to fabricating some radiator coolant piping. Since we're changing the position of the radiator from its previous setup, we've got to make a new inlet and outlet line.
This is the unglamorous part of fabricating that nobody sees.
It's the back and forth of putting stuff in and out.
Take it off, put it back on. So I gotta cut more of this off.
So he is currently working on another piece that's already got a water neck fitted right about here. So we wouldn't need an extra point of, well, 3 extra points of contact that could potentially leak. It's kind of amazing to see like where their brain goes and what they have lying around just, you know, in the shop, and how quickly they can, you know, take something, see a problem, figure out a solution for it, and then put it into action.
This'll work. We just need to cut this. This is a Honda S2000 hose if you ever need a replacement.
Give us more room too. Okay, what about the bottom hose?
This is just a regular 90-degree bend. These come on all like the JDM engines.
Did you say bend or bend?
Bend? Yeah, either one, you know.
Yeah, same thing.
They're both a little tweaked, you know. So I need to weld an AN fitting on to an OEM Honda fitting. The plug I'm taking out right now would run to a factory oil cooler, but you're gonna run a auxiliary one that's an air-to-air. So we're stealing what would be the water-cooled oil cooler, and then we're going to cool the turbocharger with it. So repurposing an OEM part that we know works very well and will now cool your turbo so you can make boosty noises. So we replace this little plug with the thing we just made, and then we'll run our AN line up to the turbo, keep it nice and cool. And I think we're ready to get the turbo stuff back on the car so I can continue to weld a lot more.
Cool, because they didn't even see it come off the car.
Oh, yeah, we work fast around here.
All right, so we're gonna start working on the fuel system now that the piping is being worked on. We're gonna move all these injectors and make sure that they are flow tested, and we're gonna have them cleaned.
And we're pretty good. I won't worry about these one bit. But we're gonna throw them in the cleaner anyways.
Now that the fuel injectors are being cleaned, we are trying to make sure that all the fuel line is being lined up to where it should be, trying to make it as clean as possible.
Now that we have a hot turbo in the way, it's kind of important to keep all the fuel stuff away from the turbo. Yeah, just working on oil feed source. We're taking off the stock oil pressure switch would be on the K24. That's gonna go out to a 3NT, one to our turbo, one to our oil pressure sensor. This will be mounted off the engine, reduce vibrations at the sensor. We've seen a lot of sensors and stuff fail when they are on the engine.
I like mine,
Medium rare?
no, medium rare.
Yeah, they're medium rare.
Okay.
That's how we eat them too.
Really good. All right, so Radium sent us some parts over. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got. Ooh. This is the fuel pulse dampener. So now we got their Radium fuel pressure regulator. Super easy to increase and decrease your pressures. The regulator will go on this side, dampener will go on this side. This will be great. It'll clear up so much space in the engine bay. Thank you, Radium.
That, and then we can still center feed it. Now we got most of that kind of ready, just waiting on a few parts to show up tomorrow morning, hopefully. And now we're just going to do a little bit of heat management, try to move brake line out of the way, engine harness, wrap that up in some fire sheathing.
Dakotta is still fabricating pie cuts. Good pie doesn't cook in the microwave, it takes time. But this time, he's cooking up some pie for the cold side of the turbo. We need to move the intercooler piping around a little bit more for better clearance. We also forgot to add an intake air temperature sensor, so we've got to weld in a flange for that. With the cold side done, Dakotta has no excuse but to get back working on the pie for the hot side, back to downpipe fabrication. I swear, Dakotta will be having nightmares about pie for months.
So today is day 3 at ASM, and well, we didn't get the car started yesterday, but today is the day that we're gonna get it running. Otherwise, Andy said we're not allowed back here anymore because Ben cursed this car and it's our fault. So we have to get this thing running today so that we are allowed back here again. Apparently he's got PTSD from all the pie cuts, and it's only taken him 2 days to work on a downpipe. Dakotta's running on pumpkin spice and PTSD.
The rest of the exhaust needs to be slightly modified as well, to make sure that it's got 3 inches of flow all the way back.
Guess what? That's a straight. No more pie cuts.
I've never seen a man so happy.
The end is near. So the reason we're doing a temp sensor in the oil pan is because we are changing the oil pressure. It used to be an oil pressure and temperature 2-in-1 sensor. We're remote mounting it. I don't like having those mounted right off the engine. They'll see all the vibrations and stuff and can crack and have issues, so I always try to remote mount everything if possible. Because it's remote mounted, it's not getting an accurate temperature anymore, so we're putting an oil temp right in the pan. This is where the temperature probably really matters. So putting a nice aim sensor in.
They'll tell us when we can back down, when we can still keep pushing.
We never back down.
You need to start backing down.
Never back down! So I'm gonna probably work on just getting all of these fittings fully tight and secured. I like to use just a little bit of Loctite on these too so they don't vibrate loose.
Now just hold there for the next 2 hours, please.
And after 3 days, Dakotta has got the downpipe all tacked up. It's back over to heat management on the turbo. Everything has to be shielded from the heat. Now that the exhaust is all tacked up, it's time to actually get it all welded together. With this many pie cuts, Dakotta said he wasn't going to stack any dimes on these welds. He only stacks in billable hours. And at this rate, the exhaust might cost more than the car. With as little room as we have for the exhaust piping, there was not much room left for the wastegate dump pipe.
Well, after much debate, we've decided that the best thing to do is to run open wastegate. So that's my dump pipe. I have a hater pipe. If you don't like it, comment some hate. This is a flex fuel sensor. We're figuring out where to put a fuel filter.
All right, our fuel rail is officially in.
All right, so we use Valvoline's VR1 motor oil because it provides the most protection, it's got the most zinc, and we're gonna need that now more than ever because we are running a turbo. Everything's gonna be a whole lot hotter. So that is why we run Valvoline's VR1 motor oil.
I'm gonna crank it over a bit. I wanna get some oil pressure going, make sure we don't run the turbo dry. There we go, now we got oil pressure.
With the oil system primed and everything protected with Valvoline VR1, we hooked up the fuel and ignition system to see if we could get this thing fired up.
Well, that was very anticlimactic. What? That's a crazy whistle. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna spool fast.
Time to go sub 2 at VIR.